All right, here we go. We are back from FETC, live from the show floor here in Orlando. My name is Matthew Joseph. I am the co-host of the Stronger Together podcast. We've had so many firsts here today. We've had multiple first-time FETCers. We have our first-time sponsor, Identity Automation. We have our first three-person guest. So we're going to get to that today. So there's a ton of firsts. But before we do that, I want to make sure to introduce my co-host, Jamie Donnelly, who is representing Identity Automation, who is partnering with us for this podcast, as well as the amazing book from Lori Guion and Amy Bloom, Architect. So welcome in, Jamie. You've been hanging with me all day, and you've made it this far.
Hey, it's been a good day with amazing people, so it's been a privilege to sit here with you.
And speaking of amazing people, we have 3 of the 5 amazing people here today from the EduGuardians, and I'm thrilled that we are able to fit you in. So welcome to the Stronger Together podcast.
Thank you for having us.
All right, here we go. So it's a wild FETC, and you guys are probably everywhere. I've already heard about some of the events you guys have planned tomorrow with the cups. I'm really excited about that. But really kind of coming together and understanding where you all come from. What is EduGuardians? What is this all about? How does this work? And how do people join? Really kind of get people started if they've never even heard of EduGuardians before.
I think Christy would be the best at explaining how we kind of started.
It was just me not wanting to grade papers one day, and I was playing around with AI, and I made a little superhero, and I was like, wasn't this fun? Let's tag some friends. So I was like, friends, and they played back, and they made superheroes, and then all of a sudden I started getting DMs about, how do you join? Is there an application? And I was like, ladies, we don't have an application. What's happening? And it just sort of like grew from there, and quickly and
very quickly,
yeah.
very quickly. And that growth happened even faster once we did have the website. So if you're interested in joining, go to eduguardian5.com. You can join there, and you will get an email that gives you all of the directions and how you can create your own EduGuardian avatar with using AI. So that is one of the great things about this is everyone is invited. Like, if you're an administrator, great. If you're a teacher, great. If you're staff, great. Like, it doesn't matter. If you're involved in education, even ed tech companies are getting in on it. So we really love creating this community.
And we are also very active on social media, especially Twitter. And so that's kind of where our community started growing. And we always say that there's an EduGuardian for that. So we've had people ask us questions. And even if I have no idea of an answer, there might be someone in our community who does know the answer. And so that's what really makes the EduGuardians so great, is because you have everyone at every topic. Like she said, you have administrators, you have staff, you have people from rural communities like me, you have people from bigger cities. It's just a good combination of educational people who love to help each other out.
Yeah, and when you decide to try something new, like teaching STEM 20 years into the game, you suddenly have all of these amazing people that you can look to for guidance and lesson plans. Thanks for this, buddy.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Definitely. And there's always someone to talk to, right, about the things that you find important. So if it's AI is your thing, or STEM, or math, or whatever, there's an EduGuardian for that, like Heather was saying.
We're definitely big talkers.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of talking, you're doing a lot of talking over the next few days. Can you share a little bit about some of the sessions? Because I know you're going to be busy both in presenting, but also in the expo hall. So give a little preview kind of what your week looks like for those who would like to attend and be a part.
So do you want to talk about the junior EduGuardian? So junior EduGuardian is at 12 tomorrow. She's like, I know you're getting, I know the schedule.
So when is it?
12
Tomorrow. We have a session about how to kind of make this community of EduGuardians, but for your students. So what we're doing is we show you how to have your students become junior EduGuardians. So we have the prompt to help them come up with their superhero name based on their interests, things that they like to do, to really highlight every student is a superhero. It doesn't matter if you're great at math or great at reading. Maybe you're just good at persevering through problems. Maybe you are really good at making people feel welcome. So that AI helps you to come up with your superhero name, your superpowers, your sidekicks, different things like that. And then we use AI also to help make the images, make it into their own little trading card, just like what we have.
That's great.
And then we have it where you can put it into Book Creator and then check out other people's book creators as well.
So let me ask you guys about what you are hoping to learn in all of your sessions. Well, first off, that's one session, right?
That's just one.
Yeah.
So you guys are all doing individual sessions, right? So what are some of the, if you just want to kind of get higher level, what kind of sessions you guys have going on, and what are some interesting things you plan to get out of those sessions?
Well, I have a couple. One of them is choosing your rock star persona, and it uses a bot to take answers about how you want to use AI in your classroom, and it links you with one of the iconic bands like Queen or Rolling Stones, and gives you some suggestions about things that you might like to integrate in your classroom based on your persona. So it was really cool. It was really cool to make that bot. And then I have one on feedback and AI, and it looks at some research-based things about how AI can really get us where John Hattie tools that we should always be with timely and actionable feedback. And then I have an amazing one with my fellow Ravenclaw. So,
My husband calls us Raven nerds because we are very proud nerds. But that one is more of the newer ed tech tools that some people might not have heard about yet. So, like, we've used Magic School, we've used School AI, things like that quite a bit. But these are the newer tools that some teachers might not have heard of, and it's ways that they can use them in their. Well, there's one that's like spell book alignment. So, using this technology to help you plan. Or there's help me out. I have too many sessions in my head.
There's one on arithmetic.
Oh, yes.
That's probably your favorite.
Yes, it is, because we tie it into math, and we use Snorkel for that one. And we have several different subjects, but we tie it into Hogwarts and make it a little bit extra, because let's be real, all EduGuardians are a little extra. For sure. Yes. And then I also have one on Friday that is about introducing AI to elementary students, because I teach kindergarten through fifth grade STEAM and math, and I have found that several teachers are almost scared to introduce AI to students, which is understandable. There's a lot to think about. But I have some very safe ways to introduce it, and ways not to just say, here's AI, have fun with it, but to actually teach them what it's about, like with machine learning and biases and things like that, that even my little first and second graders can understand.
And the younger AI literacy starts, the better we'll all be.
Definitely. And the session that we want all the EduGuardians to coming to, I mean, obviously we want everyone to come to all of these sessions, but the one that's at 4 o'clock tomorrow, it is where we are going to have created patients, right? Like, we are going to be doing a giveaway where the first 100 participants are going to get an Adobe water bottle.
Really nice slogans.
Yeah, like the good ones. And we'll have sticker stations, and we are going to be, you're going to be meeting lots of different EduGuardians there, and we're going to do a trading cards event. So, like, while we're there and you're at each station, you're going to be trading your trading cards with each person. If you don't have trading cards, that's okay. You can still
make it.
Yeah, it's time to make it. So please, feel free to come. If you're not an EduGuardian yet, you are invited. Like, come and see what we're all about. We bring the fun,
And the extra.
Definitely. We are definitely extra. Oh, how did I forget this one?
Look who's joining us from afar, by the way. No, on the screen.
Oh. What?
Eileen Wallace!
Eileen, we miss you. We wish you could be here.
I Oh, come and join us. I think they're going to BETT next week.
Yes, and
So she'll be representing that Edugardian
Yes,
For sure. And I almost forgot to mention, I am helping with the immersive learning experience for the AR/VR stuff. So I'll also be sharing about co-spaces. And again, it's all about creation and playing and all the fun stuff.
That is awesome. And one of the things I want to ask you, kind of a different question, because you're very in depth into the work you're doing, but seeing your evolution from when you started through seeing you at ISTE and here and positive momentum and bringing people together, it's really within the the stronger together feel. How has it made you individually a better educator with all of these connections
That's
and
such
collaborations?
a great question. I know that I have leveled up my teaching. Like, honestly, I feel like I'm a better teacher, more engaging. I am an online teacher, so sometimes it can be really difficult to get those kids excited about sitting in front of their computer and attending my live lessons. So what I make sure I do is to have it to use ed tech platforms that are engaging them. If I didn't have these ed tech platforms, it would be really hard. And I've learned so much more since for the past almost year in this network because other people are doing something similar to what I'm doing and I'm learning from them constantly.
Well, I think it really lends itself to risk taking because you can do something new because you've got folks that will help back you up and help you get whatever you need. So I think it's made me a stronger teacher because I've been willing to take a lot more risk.
And I work in a very small school district, so I am the only math interventionist and STEAM teacher. I don't have anyone else with me. So this community has helped spark so many ideas. I might not take word for word, but someone else does, but it will spark something and I'm off and running. And it is one of the best things I've ever had to be able to essentially collaborate with people, even though they're not in my school or anywhere near me. And it's amazing.
Well, and I think a lot of people probably feel that similarity in their own schools where there's not a lot of teachers that are necessarily interested in the same things that they are. And this just opens up a much broader space for you to find your people.
Yes, I agree. And I will have one more thing to say is I think that I was hired by my district as the AI literacy coordinator because of all of this stuff, this amazing community, and how much I have learned in about AI literacy within this community because there's not a ton out there. You have to be going out and finding the information, but now I have it like right here in a community.
All right, so before we go forward, we want to talk about the power of technology and the power of bringing people together. And just like that, ta-da! There she is! This is how this works. You bring people together from whatever time zone you're in right now. It could be midnight.
This is amazing.
So thanks for joining us. Look how this works. We are literally surprised. We do this here at the podcast.
Your little Scottish accent.
So you have to turn up the volume on your computer because we've had it so.
Is that me? Don't
So
use
I want you to
WhatsApp,
answer that
Brian.
question
If
too.
you
How
start
has it
crying,
made
I'll
you
start
better?
crying. How is everybody?
We're good. We're good. How has it made you a better educator working with these all these amazing ladies and then the amazing community?
I have had so much confidence given to me from these ladies, and so many tools and platforms that I had no idea existed before these ladies and I got in touch with each other. And also the fact that there are so many people out there that I can reach out to and go, help. And people get back to you. Honestly, I would never have tried anything that I am trying in my classroom without this group. Not just the ladies and Alyssa, but all the extended family of EduGuardians as well. And I've met somebody who works in a school at the same town as me as a result of EduGuardians. We're not just talking global, we're talking local as well. The experience in my classroom just would not happen if it wasn't for the EduGuardians. And for me, it's made me brave again. It's made me brave again in the classroom and start trying stuff. And I think that rubs off in the students because then they're seeing you be brave and try something new, and then they try it along with you. So I think that's for me what these lovely ladies have done.
Well, thank you. Thanks for jumping in as well, and all the great work that you do. We heard about the event tomorrow from Ash Burns before you came on. We got to hear it again today. So we're thrilled. I also, before we get you out of here, I also love to congratulate and share people. I hear that you're going to be in Michigan, and you're going to be the closing keynotes as a team for McCall. So just give a shout out for that and your work, because I'm just really excited for you.
We're super excited. We can't wait. We can't believe it. It's amazing. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, Aileen, thanks for making a surprise appearance. I'm like, I can't wait to see their faces when I pull you up. It's going to be a true surprise. And that's what education's about. That's how you come together and bring people together. Again, make sure to visit all of their individual sessions, group sessions. The website is below, eduguardians5.com. Make sure to see all the work that they do. Sign up, join in, because the movement is bringing people together, and that's what Stronger Together is all about. So I want to each get you out on one individual thing to share with FETC goers. You exemplify collaboration in bringing people together. If there are first timers here, first time to FETC or first time to a national event, what would be your recommendation to start building your PLN?
Talk to people in the lines while you're waiting.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
I don't know how many times, even in the registration line, I've stood next to someone and we just start having a completely amazing conversation about how to use something in the classroom. And this person could be from sometimes even another country. So it's super exciting to hear how different people do things, but they might not be in the same sessions as you. So anytime there's a line, you're standing next to someone, talk to them.
I was going to say, don't be afraid to talk to the presenters. Like, don't be afraid to ask questions, if it's allowed during presentations. But also, if you see them in the hallway, tell them that you love their session. Like, don't be afraid to go up and have that conversation, because it might lead to a new best friend.
Well, and this is kind of piggybacking off of Heather's, and I think it's something that Jim Womble always says too about the chats in the hallway. And I mean, just walking down the hallway, I've gotten just some amazing friends and just great connections that you don't necessarily get sitting in a session. So be present, I guess, would be my thing. Don't rule out every opportunity to meet someone new.
I love that.
Awesome.
And if somebody offers to give you help, take them up on it.
Yes, can you repeat that?
If somebody offers to give you help, take them up on it.
Absolutely, and I think that's a big part of having that open mindset and making that happen. So, Aileen, thanks for jumping on from across the pond. Ladies, thanks for jumping on, making time for us, and we look forward to seeing your work continue to grow. We look forward to seeing all the great things here at FETC. We're going to continue on here throughout the day, the Stronger Together podcast. So make sure to continue to tune in, hear the voices from FETC as we build this collaboration, get to know individuals, and share our work and strategy. So have a great rest of the event, everybody.
Thank
Thank you.